Hello everyone, welcome back here to Mandy Green Munfield here on this early morning in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here for the Scenic City Collegiate League between the Bandits and the Smokies as we get ready for day 9 here to this Scenic City League season. These two teams get ready to battle it out once more again on day 9, game 1 here of a 2-game set once more before the teams get the day off tomorrow. Thankfully so, it's going to be a hot one again tomorrow. About a high of 93 today. That's why we're starting much earlier in the day. We will have 2 5-inning games as it currently stands. That is what we've been told, so we will most likely stick to that plan. We'll go ahead and take a real quick look at the starting lineups here really quickly. We're going to start off with the Smokies as they are a team that are hitting first. It'll be Reagan Wall, the center fielder, starting us off, and wearing number 24. J.C. Holt will follow her up. As I am looking at the wrong roster, I apologize. I somehow flipped my sheets again. I've done that multiple times this year already, and I'm going to lose my mind. Either way, it's Shelby Allen who's going to be leading us off, wearing number 8 for the Smokies here today. Wearing number 4. She will play in center field. Brianna Warren will play in left, wearing number 14, hitting second. Peters will hit third behind the plate today in 13. Lund will be at third base, wearing number 12. As the first pitch from Presswood on the outer half is called for a strike. 0-1 to start us off here today. Get ready for day 9 once more. Bandits and Smokies will start us off as Allen at the plate. McCool will hit fifth. She will play first base today. The next pitch for Presswood to the third base side. Grace Harvey makes the grab, one away. As Allen able to rip one down the third base line in 2 pitches and 1 out. As that is actually Tatum Massengale at third base. As I was trying to get through all the rosters here. Harvey at short today. Massengale at third. Cunningham still at first base. Second base is Addie Lewis for this Bandit squad, but now it brings up Warren for the first time today. See a high fastball called for a strike, so Warren again hitting second. Peters will hit third. Lund at third base will hit fourth. McCool at first will hit fifth. Horner back in the lineup today in right field will hit sixth. Davis on the mound will hit seventh, as the next pitch on the outside called a ball, 1-1. Hugh Bush will be the starter at shortstop today, hitting 8th, and then Macy Strickland will play second base, hitting 9th for this Smoky squad. So 1 away, and the 1-1 to Warren will stay high in the zone for 2-1. So for Warren, entering in on the day, one of 3 players to be hitting over 500 here in the Scenic City League, a 600 average for her. The 2-1 sits on the outer half, called a strike, 2-2. So for Warren, the tall College Station native from Texas, 600 average for her, 12 hits, only 2 RBIs, but a 680 on-base percentage, and she's going to rack up another base hit here. She lines it back up the middle for a base knock, and now we'll run her on first with 1 away, and yet another hit for Warren, as she has reached safely now. I'm correct here for if I can get my sheets all collected here. She has now reached safely 4 straight times in the last 2 days. She went 2 for 2 yesterday with a walk. First pitch hit hard to the right-hand side by Peters for foul ball, 0-1. So Peters now the catcher today. He's played a little bit of third base and catcher for the U of Illinois product. The rising sophomore steps up once more. Pitch from Presswood, hit hard to the right-hand side. Lewis will allow it to make it to the right fielder's glove. 1 away, the throw back to first, not in time. He's trying to charge and make the throw in is the new right fielder for this Bandit squad, and Kylie Henderson, but now 2 outs and a runner on. And now it brings up Lund for the first time today. As Brian Presswood on the mound today will look to see if she can make it through a clean first inning. This one laced out towards left center field. That ball's going to go all the way out of here. One gets one on the inner half and just puts it to left center as J.C. Holt just watched it fly over her head and gone. A 2-0 lead instantaneously for the Smokies. And another multi-run homer. Addison Lund, as she now picks up her 3rd home run. Already had 2 3-run homers for her this year. Just like that, a girl who entered in with a 400 average and 8 RBIs, now up to double digits. She is the third player to do so, behind Lindsay Henson. So 2-0 now your score. The Smokies have made this a very quick turnaround after going down 2 outs and only having Warren at first. Addison Lund decides to put one over the left center field fence to make this a 2-0 game early. And Tatum McColl now comes up with the bases cleared and 2 away. First pitch from Presswood sits outside and away, 1-0. As the UTEP commit steps to the mound once more here for this Bandits squad. Next pitch on the up and outer half, called a ball, 2-0. McColl trying to see if she can continue to extend this inning. Presswood, 13 innings pitched for her this year, 8 strikeouts to her name. Next one stays high once more. 3-0 the count to McColl. That's Presswood, who was at Walker Valley High School last year, again committed to the University of Texas El Paso, the Division I school for the minors. The 3-0 on the outer half, called a strike. McColl thought she had ball 4. She'll stay in the box. Horner will hit next if given the chance. McColl trying to extend this inning. 3-1. Hits it sharply to the shortstop side. Knocked down by Harvey. That'll be out number 3. 2 hits, 2 runs, no errors, nobody left on base. A 2-run shot by Lund has made this a 2-0 game in a flash. When we come back, the Bandits will get their first time to hit here in the bottom of the first inning. It's the Smokies take an early lead. Thank you again for tuning in here from Andy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits come up to hit. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 your score. The Bandits find themselves down to the Smokies here early in this one. A 2-run shot by Lund, her 10th RBI of the year. Has given the Smokies a lead here as Reagan Wall will lead us off wearing number 24 in center field. JC Holt will follow her up in left. She will wear number 2. Ella Cunningham will hit third, playing at first base today wearing number 8. Ella Grace Harvey will hit fourth, wearing number 77 at shortstop. It's the first pitch to Wall in the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. As Pearl Davis gets the start here today for the Smokies. Tatum Massengale will hit 5th at third base today, wearing 33. Addie Lewis back at second base will hit 6th, wearing number 7. Dallas Wagoneer will hit 7th, wearing number 11. His next pitch on the outer half, called a ball, 1-1. Wagoneer will be behind the plate, hitting 7th, wearing number 11. Presswood on the mound will hit 8th, wearing 5. And Kylie Henderson, today's right fielder, will be wearing number 8 in the 9-hole. Her first appearance of the Scenic City League this year, as that one came up and found Wall in the hand. We'll see if that will be a hit by pitch or not. I believe it will be. So Wall will make her way down to first base as that one came up and caught her as the home plate umpire. Trying to make sure she's all good down there at first. So Davis sends a high fastball, just catches the top of her hands, and because of that, it will be a hit by pitch and a runner on in this bottom of the first inning. And now JC Holt, the hit leader here in the Scenic City League, will come up and bunt this one straight back to Davis. Diving catch to the mound, throw back to first is not in time. But a nice play by Davis to go leaping for that one, and now 1 away. Pearl Davis, who has An excellent job on the mound, in the field, and at the plate. The numbers haven't always been in her favor, but she has found ways to make plays, and she does so there. And now one away here in the bottom of the first inning. Next pitch outside for ball one. Throw down, not in time, as Wall was off of the pitch. And now a runner on second with one away. Ella Cunningham, who has been very strong at the plate, comes up. The Michigan State product headed to Troy next year. Pitch to her, out in the way for 2-0. It's going to be 1-1 now the count, as that last pitch was actually called for a strike, so never mind on that. 1-1 now the count for Cunningham. Batting .368, entering in on the day. 7 RBIs for her, maybe looking for number 8. Swung on and got it off the handle to second base, picked off by the second baseman. Andrews throws to first in time. So 2 away, and the runners are able to advance. So now a runner at third with 2 outs. Brings up Ella Grace Harvey, today's 4-hole hitter, with 2 outs and a runner at third. As today's shortstop comes up to the plate for the first time. First pitch from Davis just stays low to the tall shortstop, 1-0. For Davis from Chattanooga State, spent the last 2 years there. Yesterday took her teammate Elaney deep for the first time this season. This one fouled off to the right-hand side, 1-1. For Davis now with the 3rd best ERA here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. A .233 for her, only 15 strikeouts, but a .125 whip. She has been very reliable for the Smokies squad. In her 24 innings pitched, has gotten stronger as the season has gone on. The 1-1 swung on, hit hard out towards center field. It'll go off the top of the glove of Allen and all the way to the wall. A run will score. Harvey will try and trot her way into second base. She'll get in standing. Allen misjudges it in center and allows a run to score. So I believe that'll be labeled as an error that allows the run to come around and score. And now it brings up Massengale with a runner at second and still 2 away. First pitch from Davis down in the dirt for ball 1. So Allen, as that one will be actually labeled as a hit. So it will be a double as Allen misjudges it and then has it go over her head. She was trying to reach the glove up to make the grab, as that one stays high for ball 2. Will be labeled as a double for Ella Grace Harvey. RBI will score. Now she stands at second base as Massengale will try and see if she can bring her around. The 2-0 swung on and hit high in the air towards third base. Lund will pick it up and make the grab for out number 3. So run does come on to score. 1 runner left on. 1 run, 1 hit, one hit. A hit by pitch and no errors made. As we go to the top of the second inning. 2-1 now your score. The Smokies still lead, but the Bandits trying to see if they can put up a couple more, but now they'll have to try and see if they can shut down this Smoky offense that has been potent all season long. We'll find out if they're able to do so here in just a moment. From Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the second inning, 2-1 your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits here as we enter into this top half of the second frame. As Horner will step up to the plate. Pearl Davis thought she was the one who was coming up. It's actually going to be Horner for the first time in what feels like a couple of days, who comes up to the plate to start us off. Tonight's right fielder will step in and see the first pitch down and away for a ball, 1-0. So for Horner out of Shawnee State, NAIA Skull steps up with a 30-33 average and laces this one out to deep right center field. It'll go over the head and gone. Horner solo shot to right center. 3-1 now your score. First pitch puts it right out. And Horner makes this a 3-1 game with a solo shot to right center. I should say the second pitch of the at-bat is she got the first one down and away and just caught that one right off the end or the outer half of the plate. Her 6th RBI, her 6th hit, and her 3rd home run of the year. Now tied with Lund for 2nd in home runs, just behind their teammate Abby Bunt, who's not with the team today, but now a 3-1 score. All the runs that have come around for the Smokies have come off the home run ball. And now Pearl Davis, who hit a home run yesterday, will step up. This first one high for ball 1. Davis, who yesterday was able to step up and bring around a solo shot, the first run given up by Olivia Laney last year. She swings through the next one for 1-1. She went 1 for 2 with that solo shot that helped propel the Smokies to the victory yesterday in 5 innings. The 1-1 swung on, got it off the handle towards shortstop. Harvey will pick at the throw to first in time, 1 away. Now 1 down here in this top of the 2nd inning, and it'll bring up Lauren Hubush, tonight's shortstop. Still in her Smoky Mountain Rain uniform. She'll play a little bit later today as well, as the Rain will take on the Choo-Choos later today, as that one stays out and away to her 1-0. So she'll make her Smokies appearance here today. Entering in with a 263 average. The next one hits it right back up the middle. What a snag by Presswood to first, out number 2. Well, that'll get the heart racing this morning. A nice grab by Presswood at the mound, and 2 away here in the top of the 2nd inning. That doesn't get the blood flowing, I don't know what will. That one came on her quickly and just able to snag or keep the glove low and snag it out the dirt. Strickland will step up and swing through it for strike 1. So Liberty University product now steps up for the first time today, also playing for the Smoky squad. We'll play for the Rain here later today as well. The 0-1 out away for 1-1. So 2 away, 1 run given up already. A solo shot by Horner. Presswood trying to settle in and get these last couple outs. Already 2 down. Next one stays high and away for 2-1. Strickland at 333 average for her on the year. Next one on the inner half. Called a ball. 3-1 now the count as Presswood just trying to record this final out. Doesn't want to see the top half of the lineup if she doesn't have to. Shelby Allen will hit next. 3-1. Swung on, hit hard to third base. Massengale knocks it down. That'll be out number 3. Another line out to third base. Another great snag by Massengale, and we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1 run scores, nobody left on, only 1 hit, no errors made. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bandits now down by 2 once again. We'll see if they're able to respond once more. Here from Mandy Greenmon Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here on Day 9, Game 1 between the Bandits and the Smokies. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Smokies will head back out to the field. Bottom of the second inning. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Addie Lewis will start us off here in this bottom of the second frame. Smokies able to tack on another run in the top half of the inning as Pearl Davis will try and see if she can work a clean frame here. As Lewis will get her first appearance at the plate today. We'll see the first pitch up in the zone for ball one. Addie Lewis stepping in. Tonight's second baseman hitting .235 entering into the contest. 4 RBIs for her as the next pitch stays out and away for 2-0. Those 2 RBIs, a .350 on base. Has not collected an extra base hit just yet this season. We'll see if she can do so here. The 2-0 stays high once more. 3-0 as Davis keeping this one high in the zone to Lewis. Wagoneer will hit next, and then Ryan Presswood, the pitcher, will follow up. Kylie Henderson would be the 9 hole, and then we go back to the top of the order if given the opportunity. See if Lewis gets the green light here with the 3-0. Does not, and watches it go by for 3-1. For Lewis, one of the locals from the Saudi Daisy area, just up the street from here. Attended Chattanooga Christian School last year, headed off to Lee University next season, the Division II product. 3-1 is fouled off, now full count. Davis trying to bring this count back in her favor. Lewis just trying to see if she can lead off for this Bandits squad. See if she can reach first base here in this bottom of the second inning. Reagan Wall was able to do so in the top, or the bottom of the first. Granted, that was by a hit by pitch, but Lewis is probably not wishing it to be that way, but just get the first base somehow. Next one stays in away, and it will be a walk to Addie Lewis. Able to work it full and take first base, and now runner on with nobody out. Now it brings up Wagoneer for the first time today with a runner on and nobody out. Wagoneer enters in on the day a 188 average. No RBIs, but a 350 on base. She'll show bunt, pulls it back. The runner will not advance as that's ball one in the zone. Wagoneer again, batting only 188. Has had an excellent eye at the plate, though, to get herself on, even if the hits have not been collected for her. 1-0 to the catcher today. Shows bunt, lays it down perfectly to the mound. Davis will let it go. McColl to first, makes the play, one away. Runner does advance to second base. So a sacrifice bunt for Wagoneer puts a runner in scoring position for Ryan Presswood. Presswood, the pitcher today, coming up for the first time. Enters in with a 1 hit to her name entering into the contest. A single that she put into right field as she'll foul this one off 0-1. Shown to be primarily used as a pitcher, does have some experience out in the infield and outfield as well. An RBI to her name on that hit that she has. As they now, I believe, try and collect a new softball for the home plate umpire. Still 0-1, runner at second base, and Addie Lewis after drawing the walk. Wagoneer able to advance her to second on the sacrifice bunt. Kylie Henderson will hit next, given the chance. For her first time this season. It's Pearl Davis trying to work through this bottom of the second with a clean frame. Gave up that double in the top of the or bottom of the first. Next pitch, check swing, ends up in foul ground. So it is 0-2 the count as Presswood fouls that one off. Just a little swing low in the zone and got enough of the barrel on it to put into foul ground as Davis now trying to see if she can get out number 2. Presswood trying to advance Lewis. Another check swing, fouls it off again, still 0-2. It's the Walker Valley, Tennessee native from the high school area trying to see what she can do here and help herself out on the mound possibly after giving up 2 home runs already in this contest. 2-run shot to one and a solo homer for Horner. Next pitch from Davis. Swung on, hit softly down the first base side. McCole bobbles it, but able to make the grab. That'll be out number 2. Runner will advance to third. Now, all the way to third base goes Lewis. And it brings up Kylie Henderson for the first time today. Played for the Choo Choos last year. The Scenic City Collegiate League comes up now with 2 outs and a runner at third. First pitch to her, big swing and a miss, 0-1. Henderson playing right field today in her 2025 Scenic City League Collegiate debut. So the next one on the outer half, called a strike. Good movement from Davis, finds the outer half. 0-2. Henderson trying to see if she can drive in Lewis with 2 away here. Originally from Baylor High School. Chattanooga area. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Davis able to get out of the runner in scoring position. And she'll collect her first strikeout of the day. 1 runner left on. No hits, 1 walk. No errors made. We go to the top of the third. Smokies still lead by 2 as Presswood will come out for another inning of work. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenman Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's going to be a hot one today. The sun's already out and blaring. We'll be right back after this quick break here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. Bandits went out to the field. Smokies come up to bat to start the third inning. Top of the third inning, excuse me, 3-1 your score. The Bandits find themselves down to the Smokies as they head back out to the field. Shelby Allen, who ripped a rocket to third base her first time up, will come up for the second time today. The Southern Mississippi product will come up to the plate. Shows bunt, fouls it off, 0-1. A .458 average for Allen entering into the day. One of the leading hitters here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. 11 for her on the year. A .519 on-base percentage. That one on the outer half. Coldest strike, 0-2. A little over 1,000 OPS. A .1019 for her. Only a double for her lone extra base hit. She has shown outstanding speed, though. The 0-2 stays high in the zone for 1 and 2. Plant City, Florida. With that patented separated hands on the handle of her bat. The 1-2. To sit just outside, 2 and 2. And again, who lined out to third base her last time up, trying to see if she can start off this third inning with a bang, and she has Warren following up. It's going to be someone you really want to have next. Allen, did she go around? No, she did not. Full count. So able to draw it full after going down 0-2. Presswood trying to see if she can get a quick start to this inning with an out. Allen trying to see if she can get this started with a bang. The next pitch hits it to the first base side, foul. Allen stays alive once more at the plate. Nobody on, nobody out here to start us off in the top of the third inning. Still 3-1 your score in the favor of the Smokies. This one back up the middle, a base knock for Allen. It'll be a single to center. Able to just get it past the glove of Presswood, and now a runner on with nobody out, and the dangerous Warren stepping up to the plate. Warren, who has reached multiple times over the last few days. Reason has obviously been one of the best hitters here, for understandable reasons. She has reached. So that one stays high for ball one. One of the few players to have a game where she went 4 for 4. The most hits in a single outing this season. Next pitch on the other half. Called a strike. Throw down to the second base. Not in time. That one is labeled as it will actually be a ball outside. So a runner able to advance. 2-0 now the count. Allen with a stolen base. 2-0 to Warren. Swung on. Hit hard out to left center field. This ball's going to go over the head of Holton all the way to the wall. Allen's going to come around to score. Warren will make her way into second base standing. An RBI double for Warren. Now 4-0 your score, or 4-1 your score. Warren just able to rock another one out to left center. A single and a double for her already today. JC Holt was not going to be able to track that one down in time. Now for Warren, she has reached 5 straight times over the last 2 days. 2 walks, 2 singles, and a double for her. First pitch now to Peters, just in the zone, called for a strike. 0-1. Warren now at second base, good speed for her as well. If you put one in the outfield grass, she's likely to score. Peters flew out to right field her first time up. This one bounced in the dirt, bounces away from Wagoneer, hits the umpire behind the plate. It does allow for Warren to advance, so now a runner at third with nobody out. The wild pitch allows for Warren to advance. Peters now with a 1-1 count. A runner just down the third base line from her. 1-1. Just high in the zone, called a strike. 1-2. Peters was willing to wait on that one. Madison Little will hit next. Already a 2-run homer for her today. And then Tatum McColl, if given the chance. 1-2. Stays in the dirt. Wagoneer able to knock it down. 2-2. Rising freshman trying to settle in here. Not any more damage to her name. 2-2 from Presswood. Swung on, hit hard down the left field line. That ball's fair. It'll go all the way to the wall. Holt will try and track it down. Peters will jog into second base. She will get in standing. Warren able to come around from third. 5-1 now your score. And still nobody out here in the top of the third. Peters just able to get that off the inner part of the barrel and just place it down that left field line. Holt was going to have to track it down one way or another. Rolled past her all the way to the wall, and a double for Peters, her first hit of the day. As Lund sees the first pitch down in the dirt for ball one. Good work from Wagoneer to knock it down. Already a 2-run homer for her today. 10 RBIs on the season. Next pitch on the outer half, called the ball 2-0. Lund, the primarily catcher, has played some of the corners, as well as a little bit of second base this year. 2-0 hits her right back up the middle. Base knock. Knocked down by the center fielder Wall. She'll hang on to it and allow the runner to advance. But now with the corners, with nobody out still for Presswood. Back-to-back hits for Lund. Now a single for her. And now it brings up McColl, who laced one to shortstop her last time up. As 2 different balls came to Presswood, and just able to get out of the way, but now Cunningham throws one back. Oh no. Poor Ryan Presswood just had 2 of them thrown at her at the same time, made 1 catch, was able to get out of the way of the first one. Then Cunningham decides to throw it right back at her as she already had a ball in her glove. First pitch to McColl, out and away, called for ball 1. Runners at the corners, Lund at first, Peters at third. Next pitch up and away to McColl. It'll allow Lund to make it all the way to second standing. So a stolen base for her, and now 2-0 the count to Tatum McColl. 2-0. Swung on the off-speed, 2-1. Cole takes a big hack of the off-speed pitch and swings right through it. And it's early morning here in Chattanooga, 8:30 Eastern time. We've had a heck of an early start as the next one stays just outside 3-1. Instead to try and move up these games today. Next matchup should be set for 10:30. Is it supposed to be at the current moment? I have 93. It will feel like 98 today at the bare minimum. Big swing and miss in the high fastball. 3-2. Gonna be a hot one here in the South once more. That's why the move up of the early start times and such. 3-2. Swung on and skies it over in foul ground. This one will end up out of play right off the dugout roof. It scares the poor dog who was taking a nap down there by the Bandits dugout. 3-2 the count to McColl. Runners at second and third. Still nobody out. Presswood trying to get through this inning. Not any more damage to her name. McColl trying to extend it. This one laced foul. Jacksonville U product at the plate, the rising redshirt sophomore. Has shown great pop at the plate already this year. A 333 average for her entering in. 7 RBIs, 2 home runs, and a double. Next pitch, laces it hard. Right field. This ball's over the right fielder's head and is gone. McColl with another homer. And now 8-1 your score. McColl's third homer of the year and another bases clearer by the Smokies. And still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. A 5-run top of the third, 3 home runs already given up. And I think we're going to see Ella Cunningham come into this game. So a single, a double, a single, and now a home run has resulted in a 5-run third inning. As Presswood just not able to record an out here in this top of the third. The Smokies squad, again, who has been potent at the plate, have brought all sorts of offense, and Cunningham now, I believe, going to step in relief. Smokies entered into the day with the most runs scored out of any team, 58. They have outpaced the Bandits, who have 52. I think we're going to see Presswood move to first base. That will indeed be the case. So Ella Cunningham will trade places with Presswood. Here in this top of the third inning. So the Michigan State product headed to Troy University next year will come up. To come in relief now of Presswood. The Smokies with a 7-run lead here in the top of the third inning. Horner will come up, who had a leadoff home run in that top of the second next. Now Cunningham, the strikeout leader here in the Scenic City lead, will come up with the bases cleared and nobody out. So essentially just a fresh inning for her. Already 26 innings pitched this season for Cunningham. A 1.35 ERA, 47 strikeouts in a Bandits uniform, a 1.04 whip. If you include her start for the Smokies earlier this year, I believe she's up to 54. If I'm correct, that number should be right. Don't quote me on that just yet, unfortunately. I don't have the number directly in front of me. But she has done an excellent job of the mound this season, and now we'll have to face off against Horner with nobody out and nobody on to start us off once more. Horner now hits this one lightly towards the second base side, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Horner will line out to the second baseman. So first pitch from Cunningham gets it off the inner part of the bat of Horner and just pops out to Lewis at second. Now it brings up Davis for the second time today, who grounded out to shortstop her first time up. As Presswood now at first base, goes 2 innings, gives up all 8 runs. Not able to get an out here in this third inning as that one came up, and I thought almost clipped Davis. Not going to be the case. It'll be 1-0. Sounded like it might have clipped her hand. Not going to be the case. As Davis, the Chattanooga State product, today's starting pitcher, has looked very reliable here for the Smokies squad. One on the outer half, called a strike. Good movement on that one. 1-1. Cunningham again headed off to Troy University next year. Made 5 pitching appearances last season at Michigan State. 1-1. Fouls it off in the upper half. 1-2. Hugh Bush will hit next, and then possibly Strickland if given the opportunity. Cunningham trying to get through the rest of this top of the third. After a 5-run, 5-hit top of the third inning, Presswood is relieved by Cunningham and moves to first base. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. The outside cutter gets to go down on strikes. First strikeout of the day for Cunningham in relief of Presswood. And now to bring up Hugh Bush with 2 down and nobody on. Grounded out to the pitcher her last time up, when Presswood reached down to make that snag on the mound. Pitch from Cunningham, gets it off the handle and fouls it out of play. 0-1. Hugh Bush making her Smokies debut today and still in her Smoky Mountain Rain uniform. She'll play in the next matchup as well. The 0-1 hits a charge to the third base side. Massengale knocks it down. Throw to first in time. That'll end the inning. 5 hits, 5 runs, nobody left on, no errors made. 8-1 now your score as Cunningham comes in relief of Presswood and is able to collect 1, 2, and 3 outs. As we go to the bottom half of the third inning, Smokies now with a 7-run lead for Pearl Davis. We'll head back to the Bandits' at-bat next. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break here between the Bandits and the Smokies. Bottom of the third inning, we go to the top half of the batting order for this Bandits squad. 8-1 your score. The Smokies find themselves ahead by 7. Entering into this bottom of the third inning, Smokies and Bandits here from the Scenic City Collegiate League at Mandy Greenmont Field, northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. As Reagan Wall, who was hit by a pitcher last time up, will take a check swing to the left-hand side, make it fair. Throw to first is in time. Hugh Bush at shortstop, able to gun down the runner. Wall thought she beat it. Instead, it'll be a ground out to short. And 1 away here in this bottom of the third inning. And now it brings up J.C. Holt with 1 down. Holt, who lined out to the pitcher, Pearl Davis last time up on the bunt attempt. Have this one go over her head for ball 1. Holt, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore product, the rising senior. The Division I school comes up, leads the league in hits currently entering into the day. She'll try and bunt this one foul. 1-1. Entered into the contest with 13 hits. And everybody entering in. A .481 average for her, 7 RBIs, a .500 on base, 981 OPS. Has yet to record an extra base hit as she'll line this one into deep foul territory in left field. Warren will make the grab, 2 away. Warren intelligently playing in shallow left, able to run that one down. Two-way here in this bottom of the third inning, and it'll bring up the new pitcher, Ella Cunningham, to the plate. Grounded out to second base her last time up. First pitch from Davis. Swung on, hit hard out towards left center field. This ball floating back towards the left center field. Whoa, it'll be caught in left center. For the moment, it looked like Allen drops it and allows Cunningham to make his way into second base. So will be a double for Cunningham as Wall trying to run it, or excuse me, that was Allen in center, tried to run it down. Just could not make the grab as her and Warren were trying to call for it. And now a runner on second with a double for Cunningham. And Ella Grace Harvey, who has a double of her own, will come up. 2 outs, runner at second. First pitch to Harvey, stays up in the zone for ball 1. So Cunningham trying to see if they can get a little bit of 2-out lightning rolling as Harvey steps up now with a runner in scoring position. Wall grounds out to short and Holt flies out to left. Next pitch fouls it off, 1-1. For Harvey, the tall infielder who's played a lot of third and shortstop here for this Bandits squad. Headed off to Tennessee Tech next season, went to Whitewell High School last year. Had an 1,000 OPS last season at Whitewells. That one stays low to her, 2-1. Who also played basketball during her high school career. Waits the 2-1, hits it hard to the right-hand side, line to loop fair. It'll land just fair in front of right field. Cunningham will stroll into third base. She'll stay there. So runners now at the corners with 2 outs. And maybe a possible 2-out lightning opportunity here for this Bandits team. Harvey with back-to-back base knocks. Now a double and a single for her today. Massengale will come up with 2 outs. And runners at the corners. Last time she came up, she ripped one down the third base side and was snagged by the third baseman, Lund. The rising junior from Tennessee Westland will see the first pitch high and away for ball 1. Harvey will be switched out now for J.C. Holt. Holt will pinch run now for Harvey. We'll see if there's some movement there possibly at first base now for the speedy outfielder. She'll be on the go. First pitch hit by Massengale to shortstop, gets through to the gap in outfield. And that'll be an RBI scored. A single will put runners at second and first and a run on the board for the Bandits here in the bottom of the third inning. Trying to make the diving stoppage short. An opportunity for Hubush, just could not get there in time. An excellent try. Now an 8-2 scoreline here in the bottom of the third, and runners still on for Addie Lewis. First pitch to Lewis is fouled off for 0-1. Lewis, who walked her last time up, got all the way to third base but could not come around. Holt at second. Massengale at first. Holt comes in for Harvey as the pinch runner. Wagoneer will hit next if given the chance. The 0-1. Out and away, 1-1. Holt already a couple stolen bases, almost, I believe, double digits at that point, or at this point on the year for her. Stole third before. Might see movement go again, even with 2 outs. The 1-1 on the inner half, called a strike, 1-2. Wagoneer has a sacrifice bunt the last time she came up if she gets the chance to hit. Lewis trying to see if she can get on and continue this inning. Down by 6. 1-2. Hits it hard. Out to deep right center field. Allen will get underneath it. She'll make the grab. Out number 3. We go to the top half of the 4th inning. 1 run will score. 2 runners left on. 3 hits in the inning. We go to the bottom, or the top of the 4th inning. 8-2 now your score. The Bandits able to put one on, but now we'll have to try and mount the comeback here as Cunningham will go to work for her 2nd inning. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the fourth inning, 8-2 your score. Bandits still down by 6 as Ella Cunningham will come back up to the mound. It's the first pitch to Strickland, down and in the zone for 1-0. So Strickland, who lined out the third base her last time up, comes up for the second time today. With a 6-run lead and the advantage of the Smokies. 1-0. Swung on, hit hard down the right field line. This one's getting up foul, 1-1. Strickland from Liberty University last year. Steps up for the second time today. Strickland, the utility player from Dallas, Georgia. Attended Alatoona High School before playing at Liberty. 1-1. Stays way high up in the zone. 2-1 now the count. Division I counterparts step across from one another between mound and plate. 2-1 to Strickland. Off speed stays high. 3-1 now the count as Cunningham trying to start off this third or top of the fourth inning. Strickland, whose father Brad actually played baseball at the Division I school of Kennesaw State. Keep this family line of playing ball growing as this one hits foul on the ground. It'll end up foul as Presswood trying to grab it. Could not make the snatch in time. It's still full count for Strickland. As the nursing major continues at the plate here, trying to keep herself alive. Two from Cunningham. Swung on and skies it over to the left-hand side and foul ground. It'll go up and out of play and find the stands. Still full count now. As Strickland trying to keep this inning alive. When I say the inning, I should say the at-bat. She is the leadoff hitter after all, but Shelby Allen will follow her up. Warren will be after that. Combined 2 singles and a double between those two batters. We're 3 for 4 between the two of them. The 3-2 on the upper half, called for ball 4. Thought she caught the upper half, was Cunningham. Not going to be the case. And now runner on first with nobody out. So 7-pitch at bat results in a walk for Strickland. Now it brings up Allen for the third time today. A single, a stolen base, and a run scored for her. She lined out to third base her first time up on a rocket to Massengale. First pitch swung on, or excuse me, showed bunt, will be called as a swing, 0-1. Allen led off the top of the third inning. That resulted in that 5 runs scored. She comes up again for the third time today. Next pitch. Stays high in the zone for ball 1. 1-1. Warren will hit next, and then possibly Peters if given the chance, as they led off that top of the third with a single and back-to-back doubles. For Lund singled, and then the home run by McColl, as that one stays high for ball 2. 2-1 for Shelby Allen at the plate, the Southern Miss product. The Florida native. Plant City comes up once more. 2-1. Sits outside, 3-1. The outfielder looking to see what she can do here against Cunningham. 3-1. Swung on and hit softly to the shortstop side. Harvey in shallow left center, able to make the grab for 1 away. And now it brings up Brianna Warren with 1 out and a runner at first. A double and a single for her already today. Has reached base safely 5 of her last 5 times. 3 hits and 2 walks. First pitch to her inside, almost gets away, able to knock it down though as the catcher Wagoneer, 1-0. Warren, who now leads the league in hits currently, tied with Holt with 13. A 600 average entering into the day. That one stays inside, 2-0. Cunningham trying to work that inner half of the plate, trying to keep it down low. Doesn't want Warren to be able to turn on one up on her hands if she's able to. Most of the time they've been trying to pitch outside to Warren. She has shot it the other way every time, and she'll put a fastball past her up in the zone for 2-1. Feels like that's been the main idea for Warren, is try and tack her down and away, and every time she's just put it the other way for base knocks. Cunningham trying something a little different. The minute I say that, it stays in the outer half. Called a strike for 2-2. Strickland still at first with 1 away after the leadoff walk, able to get Allen to fly out to short. 2-2. Swung on, hit back up the middle to the shortstop side. Harvey has it go by her. It'll be a base knock for Warren. Her 3rd hit of the morning already. And now runners at second and first with 1 away. Brianna Warren, continue to have yourself a heck of a last couple days. Has reached 6 straight times for this Smokies team. 4 hits, 3 singles, a double, and 2 walks for her. And now it brings up Peters with 1 away and runners at second and first. Fouls off the first pitch she sees for 0-1. Peters, who flew out to right field and then doubled her 2 times up today. 1 down the right field line on the fly out, and then the shot down the left field line that bounced all the way to the wall. The 0-1. Off speed, called a strike, 0-2. That one almost rainbowed in there, similar to what we've seen from Cassidy Ross of the Choo Choos. Strickland at second, Warren at first. Both decent speed on the base paths. The 0-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Cunningham gets the strikeout. Wagoneer thinks that's out number 3. It's not just yet. 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning, and it brings up Lund for the 3rd time today. A 2-run shot and a single for her, as well as a stolen base. Gonna make it 3 for 3 if given the chance. Against the Division I counterpart in the mound in Cunningham. First pitch is off speed, called a strike down the heart, 0-1. Lund's now up to 10 RBIs on the year. For the Charlotte University product, the rising sophomore. Off speed, called a strike, 0-2. Strickland at second after the leadoff walk. Warren at first after the single. The 0-2. Sits high and away for ball 1. 1-2 now the count for Addison Lund. Tonight's third baseman. Experience behind the plate as well as all over the infield, it feels like. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Goes up the ladder and able to get her. That should be out number 3, and it is. So we do get the right outs. Everyone's confused as to how many there are, but that will end the inning. 2 runners left on. No one able to score. A base knock and a walk. No errors made. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 8-2 still your score. The Smokies lead by 6. We'll see if they're able to hold on to this lead as we go to the bottom half of the inning. Here from Andy Greenmon Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been listening and watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning, 8-2 now your score. The Smokies still lead over the Bandits by 6. And it's trying to see if they can bring this one back as it'll start off with Dallas Wagoneer. A sacrifice bunt for her earlier in this contest. Comes up, entering into the contest, a 188 average for her, but over a 300 on-base percentage. She has found ways to get on base. The first one she'll see comes up and clips her, and it'll be a hit by pitch. In just a minute I say that, might not help the average, it'll help the on-base percentage. She'll reach first base. So Pearl Davis will hit her second batter of the game. It's the only batter she's allowed via the walk, funny enough. Or, excuse me, the third batter she has technically walked. She walked Addie Lewis in that second frame, but this one stays high to Ryan Presswood in her second at-bat for ball 1. She's hit 2 batters, I should say, a walk for Davis. Only 1 strikeout. Has given up 2 runs. As we try and get a new ball for Pearl Davis here in the circle really quickly. Presswood grounded out to first her last time up. As she'll see the next one down in the dirt for ball 2. So Presswood trying to see if she can get this bottom of the 4th inning working. Fortunately gave up all 8 runs in this game. Pitched 2 innings. Through those first 2, was not able to record a out in that second frame and had to be relieved by Ella Cunningham, who has worked through 2 clean. Next pitch, Presswood laces it right field, foul ball. It just lands about, give or take, 10 to 15 feet foul to the right. As a couple of changes for the Smokies as well. Peters now at third base. Addison Lund now behind the plate. As they will trade positions once more. It's happened a lot for the Smokies squad where they've just kind of played back and forth between the 2 of them. As Abby Bunt, not with the team here today, usually would play second base. They now have Macy Strickland out there for them. So the Smoky Mountain Rain middle infield for the Smokies squad. As the inside cutter called for a strike, 2-2. Wagoneer at first after the hit by pitch. Nobody out. Ryan Presswood. 2-2. Swung on, hit it back up the middle. Davis will turn to second. Out there. Throw to first. Will be in time. Double play. 1-6-3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Presswood rolls into the first ground ball double play of the year. And now to bring up Kylie Henderson with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch from Davis sings right through it, 0-1. So Henderson went down on strike, swinging her last time up. Trying to keep this 4th inning alive here in the bottom of the 4th. Down by 6 to the Smokies team. Takes a big swing and a miss, 0-2. The outer half of the plate has been the attack zone for Pearl Davis here. Henderson, today's right fielder, stepping in for the first time. This Bandit squad, the 0-2, swung on, hits it softly to the first base side. It'll cut through the gap as McColl lets it go. A base knock for Henderson. And it'll put a runner on first with 2 outs, and Reagan Wall to the plate. So what looked like a sure 1-2-3 inning now puts a runner on for Reagan Wall with 2 outs, who's reached on a hit by pitch and has a stolen base. Grounded out to shortstop her last time up on the play that she thought she beat out. But now Henderson at first with 2 outs. First pitch hits it hard down the left field side. Warren will not get there in time. It'll be foul by about 8 feet. 1 now the count for Reagan Wall, headed to Georgia Tech next season, transferring from James Madison University. As the rising sophomore steps up for the 3rd time today. There's in with a .524 average, 4 RBIs for her, had 11 hits entering in. An 1184 OPS, a triple, her lone extra base hit. She has found ways to get on and has shown great speed. 0-1. Swings and fouls it off, 0-2. Davis trying to get out of this inning without any damage attached to her. Keep up 1 in the top of the bottom of the 1st inning, 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Off of an RBI double by Harvey. Next pitch to Wall, just outside, 1-2. Couldn't catch it, was Lund on the attempt to frame it. Runner at first in Henderson. The 1-2. Swung on, hit to the first base side. McColl knocks it down. Goes to first, out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. 1 runner left on, 1 hit, no errors made. We go to the top of the 5th inning. The Smokies will come up to bat 1 more time here today. We are confirmed at the moment here. It should be a 5-inning matchup here from Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as the Suns continues to rise here in the South. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment here for the top of the 5th inning. Top of the 5th inning here from Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A little past 9 o'clock here on the east side. So you're watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. The Smokies will come up to hit here in the top of the 5th inning with an 8-2 scoreline in their favor over the Bandits, as Ella Cunningham will face off against Tatum McCool to start us off in the top of the 5th. First pitch will be swung on and missed. Will it be seen as a swing? It will be indeed. I thought it went around. They will call it down the first base line, 0-1. McCool, a 3-run homer And a line out to short her 2 times up. 3 homers on the season now for the Jacksonville U product. 0-1. The heart of the plate once more. 0-2. Nicole, who's played primarily first and right field. Got some time in center field for the Choo-Choos earlier this week. St. Augustine, Florida. 0-2. Just high in the zone. Called! Last second, strike 3. 1 away. Caught on strikes is McCool. Now 1 out for Horner with nobody on. A very delayed last second called strike 3, but called nonetheless. And now it brings up Horner, who already has a solo home run today. Flew out to second base her last time up. Funny enough, against Cunningham for her first out. Just sits outside for ball 1. Davis will hit next, and then it will be the 8-hole hitter and Hubush if given the opportunity. 1-0 now to Horner. Just out and away, 2-0. So for Horner, who is played all over the place, the utility player from Miamisburg, Ohio. Furthest north player out of anybody here. As the next pitch swung on and missed. 2-1. She's probably the one that's been further north in terms of her birthplace from Ohio. Don't think anybody really else besides the Virginia natives have anybody higher than that. Maybe Indiana for Henson, but the next one fouled off. 2-1 or 2-2. Believe we have anybody that's that further high of the Mason-Dixon line, but 2-2 the count, 1 away. As Cunningham trying to work through a clean top of the 5th inning. The next pitch to Horner. Swung on and missed on the off-speed. Strike 3 once more. 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Horner goes down swinging on the off-speed, and now it brings up Davis with 2 outs and nobody on. 5 strikeouts already through 2 2/3 of an inning of work for Cunningham. Trying to see if she can make it number 6. Next pitch, fouls it off, 0-1. Davis is grounded out to short and struck out swinging her 2 times up. Hubush would hit next if given the chance, and then the 9-hole hitter Strickland. As the Smokies lead by 6. Next pitch from Cunningham. Off speed, beautiful rainbow in for a strike, 0-2. The sun continues to try and beat down here on the east side. Only 9:15 this morning. We're already up to 80 degrees. Next pitch fouls it off, 0-2. A high at 93 today, a real feel of about 98. Already feels like 87 out here. Been some nice and sunny days, but the heat really starting to bear in. That's why we had a much earlier start time today, usually at 9 and 11:30 starts. We start at 8 o'clock today. Next matchup set for 10:30. 5-inning matchups between the two. The 0-2 to Davis, swung on and missed, strike 3. Wagoner will have to pick it up and make the throw down to first. It will be in time. Striking out the side will be Cunningham. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No runners reach, no hits, 3 strikeouts for Cunningham. Now 6 through 3 innings of work. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits will get one more try to hit here in this bottom of the 5th inning from Mandy Green Munn Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Scenic City Collegiate League. The Bandits down by 6, trying to mount the comeback. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 5th inning. JC Holt will start us off against Pearl Davis, trying to go through the rest of this matchup. The first pitch to her is outside and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 on the day, entered in with the lead for most hits with 13 in the league. Now tied with Warren. 1-0. Shows bunt, lays it down the first base side. It bounced off of her, will be called foul. 1-1. 8-2 still your score. The Smokies lead by 6. Pearl Davis trying to go through 5 here. And now, actually, Holt is going to get called out, I believe, for possibly batter interference. So she's going to go down for 1 away. So, I believe she came out the box when she hit that, and I think that'll be out number 1 against her. I'm not sure what the call was on the field, but now 1 away. Cunningham will see the first pitch outside for 1-0. So apologies for that, but a last-second turnaround is trying to bunt it forward was Holt, and I guess she ran into the ball as she was getting out the box, so will be called for out number 1. Next pitch from Davis outside, 2-0. There's Cunningham with a double and a ground out to second today. Came around to score in that bottom of the 3rd inning, trying to see if she can help herself out on the mound. Down by 6 now as she came in relief of Presswood. Next pitch hits right back up the middle. A rocket single up the center. I'll put a runner on with 1 away. So Cunningham reaches with a single. And now it brings up Ella Grace Harvey, who already has 2 hits today. A double and a single for her. One of those an RBI double. Put Cunningham in scoring position in that 3rd frame. Now Cunningham at first with 1 out for the Tennessee Tech commit. First pitch from Davis shows bunt, lays it down perfectly in front of the plate. Lund will pick it up. The throw to first is in time. Cunningham will retreat back to second base as she made the wide turn, but 2 away now here in the bottom of the 2nd. Sacrifice bunt with now 2 away. As Lund is able to gun down Harvey at first base. And now it brings up Massengale 1 for 2 with a single that drove in a run in the bottom of the 3rd. Fly out to third base. First pitch for her, down and in for a ball, 1-0. As Davis trying to complete this matchup. Only 1 strikeout for her in the outing. 3 walks, 2 of those hit by pitch. 2 runs given up. The 1-0. On the other half, go late delayed strike called for 1-1. Next pitch on the outer half, called a ball just outside. Thought it was going to be a delayed strike. Not the case. 2-1. 6 hits given up by Davis today. 2 earned runs. 1 true walk, 2 hit by pitch, and 1 strikeout for her. The 2-1. Just inside, 3-1. As Cunningham sits at second with 2 away. Massengale trying to keep this ball game alive. Once again, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single for her. 3-1. Call a strike on the outer half. Thought it was ball 4. She'll head back to the box. She has to retrieve her bat from Addie Lewis. Full count, 2 outs, runner at second. Final strike possibly for the Bandits today. This bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2. Ball 4 stays high. Runners at second and first. As Massengale draws the walk. Second true walk of the day for Pearl Davis. She's hit 2 batters and walked 2 of them normally. Let's give it up again. 6 hits on the matchup, 2 earned runs. And now Addie Lewis, who has reached in a walk and flew out to center her last time up, comes up to the plate. She'll lace this one out towards right center field. The right fielder will be there, and Horner, that will end this ball game. A line out to right field will end it here. I believe it should be. That should be it, and it will indeed be the case. Smokies take it through 5, 8-2 the final. As Pearl Davis will go the complete 5 and take the win here today. She gives up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitch, and 1 strikeout. She's able to go the full 5 and collect herself another win. Ryan Presswood will unfortunately take the loss as she goes 2 innings, gives up 8 runs. Cunningham comes in relief and throws 3 innings and collects 6 strikeouts to her name. The Smokies able to find 8 runs. A lot of those coming off the home run ball. They now take first place in the Scenic City Collegiate League for the first time this season. As they overtake the Bandits, they will now fall to second at a 5-4 record. Now 6-3 of the Smokies. They have won 6 straight. 66 runs on the year now for them. They will play on Thursday. The Smokies will take on the Choo Choos in the 9 a.m. game. Bandits will play the Rain at 11:30. Again, that's on Thursday. Tomorrow, the teams will have off, as we will have the Rain and the Choo Choos battle it out in the 3rd and 4th place game here right now. That'll be at currently set for 10:30. It is now 9:30. We'll see if it maybe starts earlier. We'll find out here in a little bit. But with that being said, that'll round it out here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 8-2 the final. Smokies taking over the Bandits. Pearl Davis will get the win. Ryan Presswood will unfortunately take the loss for her, as the Bandits fall to 5-4. The Smokies, 6 straight wins, are now 6-3. They sit atop of the Scenic City Collegiate League. Thank you again for tuning in here. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all. I hope you stick around to watch the Smoky Mountain Rain take on the Choo Choos here later today. And if not, I hope to see you all Thursday when we continue action here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. Thank you again for tuning in. Have a safe rest of your morning, and have a good rest of your afternoon.